Dear ladies and gentlemen, what you need to know about the Rwanda army under Paul Kagame's regime. Despite all the staged events Paul Kagame presents to the world, the Rwandan army is never among the best performing armies in Africa or even in the rest of the world. Even worse, the Rwandan army has never been ranked at any position among the world's regular armies. In contrast, the armies of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania, Angola, and many other armies are. That means they are ranked among many regular armies in the world. But Rwanda has never been. Rwandan army has never been ranked among other regular armies in the world. The question is, why? Simply because Rwanda, being a very poor country, does not meet the technical, material, demographic, and economic requirements to establish a normal army. Now, this so-called army of Paul Kagame is in reality nothing more than a mono-ethnic force of mercenaries created, trained, and financed by American multinationals for commercial purposes. Hence, the constant presence of these Rwandan mercenaries in mining concessions in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and other countries, protecting politicians and equipments on behalf of imperialists. For proof, you need to check the Global Firepower Index, www.globalfirepower, in one word, globalfirepower.com. You're going to see how the world's armies are ranking. Globally speaking, if you need to know the ranking in Africa or in European Union, in Asia, there's a possibility to see. That's what I was checking. And if we try to go on to the website of Global Firepower now, what are we going to see? According to specialists in the world, in the field of armies, ammunition, guns, organization of anything we can call army, they always give us a report every year. What I'm going to read today is the 2025 African Union military strength. So, if you try to read here, African Union military strength 2025. That means in Africa, let me give you the list, classification of strong armies, from the strongest up to the weakest. Number one, the strongest army in Africa is Egypt. Number two, Algeria. Number three, Nigeria. Number four, South Africa. Number five, Ethiopia. Number six, Angola. Number seven, Morocco. Number eight, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Let me show you. The Democratic Republic of the Congo's army is ranked number 8 in Africa. You can read here Number 8. Even the flag of the Congo is there. Number 8. That's the Democratic Republic of the Congo's army. If you try to check number 1, as I said, is Egypt. After the Congo, which is number 8, we can go to number 9, Sudan. Number 10, Libya. 11, Kenya. 12, Chad. 13, Mozambique. 14, Tunisia. 15, Tanzania. 16, Cameroon. 17, Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire. Number 18, Mali or Mali. Number 19, Zambia. Number 20, Ghana. 21, Zimbabwe. Number 22, South Sudan. Number 23, Uganda. You see, Uganda is number 23. Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Democratic Republic of the Congo's army is number 8. It occupies position 8 when it comes to the strength in Africa. Uganda is number 23. Can you imagine? Number 24, Namibia. 25, Niger. 26, Eritrea. 27, Republic of the Congo. Our neighbors, Congo-Brazzaville. Congo-Brazzaville's army is number 27 in Africa. Democratic Republic of the Congo is number 8. Number 28, Botswana. Number 29, Mauritania. Number 30, Senegal. 31, Burkina Faso. 32, Madagascar. 33, Gabon. 34, Liberia. 35, Sierra Leone. 36, Somalia. 37, Central African Republic. And they close the list. That means only 37 armies in Africa, they have managed to put in place the conditions that can allow those countries to form, to organize something they can call an army, a regular army. That means if the inspectors from the world, they come to check your army, they have some conditions they need to check before they classify your army, before they call it a good regular army. But if your army doesn't fulfill some conditions, it's not going to be classified. And Rwanda has never been classified. You will never see in these lists, globally speaking, African ways, the army of Rwanda in the list. That's why I was telling you some few minutes ago that do not panic. The Rwandan army is not a regular army. Please. It's a monoethnic group of mercenaries created, trained, financed by some global multinationals, especially American multinationals, for commercial purposes. Rwanda alone cannot attack the Democratic Republic of the Congo and win the war. No. They need a lot of manpower, a lot of guns, ammunition, food, medication, logistic. They need some planes, some trucks, anything to move them from one place to another one. They need a lot of gas, what you call gasoline, essence, petrol. And it's not easy to move an army from one place to another one. It takes a lot of logistic. and a lot of money. Try to check Rwandan politics, you will see that the Republic of Rwanda has always had some problems to put in place, how do we call it? That means to gather some money every year in order to implement some programs in Rwanda. The budget. How do you call it in French? I spoke about this thing in French. Budget, how do you call it? Rwanda has always had some problems, difficulties to find money in order to organize the annual budget to finance some activities in Rwanda. They are always in trouble. Despite the fact that Kagame's mono-ethnic army is in Congo, they always miss some money, a certain amount, to put in place an annual budget to implement or realize some programs in the Republic of Rwanda. That's why Rwanda always goes to some countries, especially in the European Union, to beg for money. And the countries that always give money to Rwanda are Sweden, Norway, and the other country. There's Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Those countries, they regularly give money to Rwanda so that the country, Rwanda, can have some money to implement some programs annually. That's a problem. It's clear that Rwanda is a very, very poor country. That's why its army has been put in place by some multinationals, especially financed by the American multinationals, with the purpose of business. This will lead us to what? To a situation whereby the Rwandan army is always found in many countries to protect some politicians and equipment on behalf of imperialists. If you can go to Mozambique, you're going to see all the gas, the oil plants, all the equipment from ExxonMobil, from the French people. How do you call it? How do you call the company from France? I forget the name. What's the name again? So the company, the French company, the French oil company, they are extracting oil from Mozambique illegally. We can say illegally. They didn't sign any good contract that can make the Mozambican people, to benefit from their oil. Because in Mozambique, we also have a mafia political system in power. The Frelimo political party is made up of mafia politicians. They always give that Mozambican oil to multinational companies owned by Americans, French, Italians, and so on and so forth, at a cheap price or for free. That's why a lot of people from Mozambique are dissatisfied with the situation. Also, some soldiers in the Mozambican army, sometimes they don't work properly. They retreat to become rebels in the bush, and they attack the plant, the equipment installed in their country by these multinationals. You can go to the province called Cabo Delgado in Mozambique. You're going to see this is the situation over there. That means those multinational companies, they cannot they cannot give security to their companies by using the Mozambican army. No. They cannot. That's why they always go to Rwanda to bring some Rwandan soldiers to take care of the equipment, the oil plants, in the account, not of the Mozambican people, as I said, in the account of imperialists. That means the Rwandan army, Kagame's army, is an army created, financed, trained by imperialists to serve the interest of those imperialists. That's why Kagame's army always attacks African people. They don't hesitate to kill African people. The case in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Rwandan army under Paul Kagame has managed to kill many people. If you try to combine the dirty job done by the Ugandan and Rwandan armies in Congo under Yoweri Museveni and Paul Kagame, they've managed to kill almost 18 million people. Because they are not Africanists. They are there to serve the interest of the imperialists who are there to steal minerals from Africa.